Okay, let's talk about Watch Dogs. This is a game another game I know Cameron is extremely pumped for. Cameron, take it away.
Alright guys, Watch Dogs. This is my top favorite anticipated game of E3 2012. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you know why. This game was kept under wraps until, well, E3. So we didn't know anything about it for the most part. What really will catch your attention in this game is, well, first off, the graphics. It's pretty easy to tell that this was played on a PC, just because of the power. They are making it for Xbox and PS3 though, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see how the graphics will look on those systems, because if they look anything like this, it's going to be very mind-blowing. Okay, now, start off right now. The beginning of the video. He's walking down the street. Watch as his clothes, the physics, the movement. It's so lifelike.
Looks real.
Looks very good. The AI animations, too. People on the street talking on their cell phones and just walking along. The cars driving, the particle effects, the lights. Everything about this game, the reflections, the streets, every little detail, just looks so fucking awesome. I love the look of this game. And the cool thing is, it's very unique in its premise. It has that Deus Ex feel, and it has that bit of Assassin's Creed feel, but it's all set in modern day. So it's a great combination of a few these things while being itself all on its own. The hacking is very cool. The idea that all our electronics are like linked together into this one big system, and the fact that all our information for the most part is out there, is very new, and it's very real, scary, realistic actually. Now obviously this game takes it to an extreme, but it's still pretty close. Okay, to break it down though, the AI. Sadly, this is one of my biggest fears, but a lot of this is probably going to be scripted. Now, that's a big fear of mine, but at the same time, I could kind of justify it if it's scripted to the point where there's enough scripts for it to be varied. Now, for instance, the mission gameplay where he's in this, art studio, and you have to assassinate that guy. Can you assassinate him? Like, can you wait for him to come inside? Like,
or instead of changing the lights, could you shoot his tires out?
Yes, or like, and you shoot the guy who shoots that guy's wife. Can you keep them from dying? Like, is there ways to save them? Like, because if you guys saw the AI reaction, the AI reaction to his wife being shot was just really, really sad. Actually, it made me go, "Wow, this is really, really awesome." Oh, another favorite of mine is the people scanner. How he holds his phone and he's looking around. That one guy has AIDS. So damn good.
That's so good.
It brings a new depth to open world games. Because imagine this, like, you can make your own like little serial killer Monstro. This is gonna sound kind of creepy, but I know people will do it. Like,
people will do it. I want to kill people with just AIDS, and they will do it.
Yeah,
They will. I just want to kill pregnant women. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna happen, people.
It's gonna happen. And the thing is, this game is open world, like Grand Theft Auto open world like. That's
looks better than Theft Auto. I'm probably gonna get shit for saying that, but I think it looks better than Theft Auto personally.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that bugged me is that in the gameplay, is that when he walked up to that car, he could just open the door and start it. Like in Grand Theft Auto, you have to actually like kick in the window, and then you have to try to hotwire the car. In that game, he just opened it, got in the car, and went. That slightly annoyed me.
Yeah, I mean,
well, if you're a car freak, but yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
I understand that too.
Maybe more realistic, you had to actually break the window open, unlock the door from the inside, then...
Yeah, we gotta remember
maybe
that.
That's just a demo. Maybe they'll add that in for the final product.
Yeah, I agree. They should add something more to that, but as long as they fix up in the final product, you could possibly argue that his phone does it, because of electronics and whatnot. But, honestly, yeah, that is a flaw.
About E3 is that we get to see all these things, even though they might not be final, we get an idea of what we're gonna see, and then the feedback we give will help them improve what we've already seen.
Exactly. So. And while we're pointing out flaws, here's another flaw that I noticed that kind of makes me think this is scripted. If you guys look at right before the car crash, when he activates it, a few cars actually spawn in right at that moment, which really screams, my god. Oh, it was a friend of mine. Never mind. Not you guys. You're not fucking with me. You're not fucking with me. Okay, anyway, back to the game. Sorry, guys. But when he actually like pulls in the cars, right? Like when he summons the car crash, it kind of like you see the cars spawn like on the road. It screams that was scripted for it to happen, which kind of sucks. I really do have to say that sucks.
Yeah, you just jumped in the car and drove off. Maybe the car was set there for him. Like his boys were like, "Hey, there's gonna be a car down there. You go straight to that red car. You jump in. You get out of there." I mean, that would kind of make sense. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
And another thing about that car crash is just like
So beautiful looking too. Like this game.
But
Gorgeous
also,
looking.
like with the car crash, the thing that I found kind of weird was that even if you're white screen, you always just kind of check, and if you see that many cars running what you think should be a red light, you would probably stop your vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, and then the other thing
I mean,
is,
it's a demo.
yeah, and the other thing is, you also know there's a night and day cycle. Once you exit the club, it's like nighttime and there's like rain coming down. But when he first goes in, it's daytime. Another thing is the scripting. Now, imagine that car crash. If he waited 2 more seconds and that car was in the middle of the intersection with his VIP, and he activated the car crash, what would happen? Because you notice how all the cars lined up to the point where people that had to get pulled out of the car, there's plenty of room for that to happen. If it was scripted, then obviously it's all gonna fit perfectly. But if it wasn't scripted and it really was random, like it appears to be, then what happens if your car gets covered up and the camera angle is all messed up so you can't get a good angle? There's a lot of glitches and bugs. So it leads me to believe that this is probably scripted, sadly, and that really disappoints
But also, to think about it unscripted, like at the end of the video, he's out of a mission, but to lose the cops, he lowers the bridge.
Yes,
and then re-raise it.
Like, could you run away on foot? Like, could you run away on foot? Could you, I don't know, parkour your way out of there? Oh, and one more thing. I love bullet time in video games. I just love it. And the bullet time in this game seems very cinematic and cool. Just gonna add that part. Also, I like how he holds his pistol, the way he's hiding it. And, like I said, the AI with the guy, his wife getting shot. But, like I said, if this is all unscripted, which some of it kind of seems for me to be like it is unscripted and some of it isn't, if it really is unscripted, then this game will have easily become my favorite game of the year when it is released. That's without knowing anything else as far as other games that year. But if it is scripted, even then, it is still very good looking and very professional. The gunplay seems on par with most of today's third-person shooters. Very cinematic, and like I said, the graphics are really beautiful. I am extremely excited for this game. It's, well, like I said, really good looking. I do gotta say something about the car physics. They don't seem exactly perfect, but I'm okay with that.
That's kind of all open world games, is that the car physics is very unrealistic to a real car's physics.
But that's okay. I'd rather have an open world feel than worry about car physics.
Let's be honest. If they put real car physics in an open world game, that'd be kind of boring.
Yeah, that would be pretty big.
One last thing though.
Just made a weird noise.
As far as the story goes, the guy with the mask and everything, it seems like one of those anarchist, rebellious tones. I really like those stories, you know? But he kills the guy in the middle of a street, so it makes me think, what kind of character is this? Also, if this has any gameplay choice, if I wanted to, can I shoot the guy?
Yeah, could you be a dick if you wanted to?
Yeah, but see, that cutscene.
Could you be a good guy?
That cutscene seemed like it was pretty much no player choice into it, so I think you had to kill him no matter what. So maybe it's not me a whole bunch of alignment story onto it, but either way, it's okay with me. The story is, as long as it's a good story, it's a story. I don't really care too much about character development for the most part in this kind of game. The rain looks very good. I like how it hits the water. I mean, it hits the ground.
Just everything about graphics looks amazing.
Yes, the graphics look really great. The
lighting, the weather.
The world is so lifelike.
Everything.
At the beginning of the video, when you're walking down the road and you see the guy.
Yeah, that's the best part. With the light just streaming through the trees, and I'm like, oh shoot, and the wind is making his jacket move. It's like, ah.
And when the car drives by and the puddle splashes up, hits the guy, and he reacts to it.
Yeah, and the rain. I mean, jeez.
I mean, all the little things in this game really build up to build one of the most amazing looking games in the world.
The models are good looking. I mean, man, I'm excited for this game.
This and The Last of Us are the two games that really got me excited this year for E3. I do have to say though that I'm also very skeptical. Sorry, I am terrible at speaking today. Skeptical.
No, that's what you get for leaving school early.
Yeah, exactly.
Summertime.
I left school early. He didn't.
I get you out with toilet. No, I like a saying though. It looks. Like I said though, I'm very skeptical about this game. Mainly for the fact is that a lot of this could be scripted and just be like, it looks open world, but when you play it, there's only one way to play it. But as you could tell, there were a lot of options though. You could stop the train instead to make that guy take the guy out of the car. You could possibly have waited for him because he did say he was going to come get you. Like I said, we have to really wait and see how this game performs. Like, would have been really cool is if I know it's too late now, E3's over, but if they could somehow show us this gameplay segment, but with a different path. Like, show us that there's like replay the car crash.
Yeah,
2 seconds later.
Do it.
And maybe they did, because I don't know if you watched it, but Rooster Teeth showed Ubisoft booth. I'm pretty sure that's what's doing it.
And they showed a different footage, didn't they?
No, they showed it had like a special room that said no cameras in this room.
Ah.
Huh, interesting.
There could be something we don't know.
But see,
as not going to E3.
But see,
who wouldn't like Rooster Teeth, and they're so cool. I don't know. Interesting though. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts is this game absolutely blew me away when I watched it. My mouth was wide open when I was watching it. I loved all the little details in this game, and if it truly is unscripted for the most part, like obviously all games are scripted to a point, but if it's unscripted to the point like Grand Theft Auto walking down the street, then absolutely I will be floored by this game. Right now it's my personal best at show for E3, and I'm absolutely so excited for this game.
Thomas?
I'm very excited for it too. I love open world games, so we'll see how it works. It's got the modern day thing like Grand Theft Auto. It just, as Cameron said, if it's unscripted, that'll be great. In fact, even if it is scripted, it still looks like it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it still looks like a lot of fun. Like, it's just a good story. I'm very excited. I will probably get it. I'll get it. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, shoot. I mean, you know, it's Ubisoft too, and I haven't touched on this, but I really enjoy Ubisoft games. But
yeah, me too.
Yep. Moving on. Let's go to.
Wait. One last thing to say about this game.
Oh, okay.
It's probably gonna make my computer blow up from the graphics.
Mine too. It's alright. We'll have a computer all together.
All right. Anyway, moving on.